Hi, my name's Samantha Neiman, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the creation of my club, Art Appreciation. So, I wanted to create a club where I could bring all of the art majors together to work together and build more of, um, I guess you would say, a network. I wanted everyone to network and get to know each other and work on their projects together. And I feel that having opinions and criticism and things like that from other artists from different mediums is a great way to be a well-rounded artist and make better work. So that was my idea for the club, was to get all these different people together to work together and learn from each other and things like that. So I started this club. Well, I applied for the approval of this club on August 17th of this year, which is 2016. Uh, I had everything ready except for the Constitution. I wasn't really sure how to do that. So, what I did was I used a template from another club. I used their Constitution as a template for my Constitution for my club. So, what I ended up doing is contacting, let me see who it was. It was SUSA underscore clubs VP at su.edu. I emailed them and I sent them the constitution that I had written after I put in my application, and that was on August 30th. I also emailed this person to see about the approval and what was happening. Um, just to make this video a little bit shorter, I had to keep emailing and trying to get in contact with SUSA for a while. It was really difficult to get them to give me some kind of answer as to what was actually happening with my club and the approval of my club. So eventually, let me just find the date. I have my little cheat sheet right here. Sorry about that. Let's see. I'm sorry. So October 14th, my club still hadn't been approved, and I hadn't received an actual answer as to why it hadn't been approved yet. So by that time, I was getting a little anxious. This class, the Edge class, had started, and I still hadn't heard anything. So I decided to change my project to the process and all of the troubles that I went through to get this club started. So eventually, on October 14th, I went and I talked to a woman named Carrie Metchen. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Sorry if I'm not. I went and talked to her, and she is the director of student involvement and leadership. And so I talked to her, and she said, I don't know why your club hasn't been approved. I'm going to talk to Kate Berry and see what's going on with that. So, I was told October 15th by Kate Berry that my club had been approved and that there were a few things that needed to be worked on. And that she would send me an email later that day telling me what it was that I needed to do. So I still hadn't heard anything from her by October 20th. So I emailed Carrie again and I told her, look, my club has not been approved yet and I don't know what's happening. So basically, I put a lot of work into this and I had to contact a lot of people, which is definitely outside of my comfort zone. I'm not very used to contacting the higher up people and asking them what's going on. I'm not used to that. So I was a little uncomfortable, but I realized that it was something I had to do. And I feel like when I was going through this process, I was growing as a human being. I was growing in a way that allowed me to be more comfortable with contacting the higher up people and um, stating my problem and trying to figure out an answer and getting things done. I learned how to do that pretty well, I would think. um, so it took until, let's see, October 25th. So it was about 2 months. It took about 2 months for my club to get approved, which is most of the semester. So on October 25th, it was officially approved. I still haven't received an email or anything saying what needed to be changed with my club or anything, but I will be emailing soon. Um, but on the 27th, I put in a request to start meetings. And so our first meeting for art appreciation was last night. Um, we only had, I want to say, I think it was, 4 people who showed up. And I feel like it went pretty well. I did my little presentation on Ansel Adams, and he's my favorite photographer. So I just kind of did a slideshow of what he's known for and things like that. And I did a slideshow of like his images so everyone could be familiarized with it. And then we went into kind of like a sharing moment where everyone talked about who they were, what they were there for, what they were studying, and we even had a member get up and show us some of his work on the projector. And it was really cool because we all kind of collaborated on some of his work and threw in some ideas, which is exactly what I wanted this club to be. So I was really excited about our first meeting. I think it turned out pretty well. And I can't wait to get more people for next week so we can actually do what we need to do with more people, get more advice and more constructive criticism going. But anyway, I'm really proud of this project. I put in a lot of hard work and a lot of time, and I think that the first meeting went exactly how I wanted it to. But anyway, if you're interested more on how to become part of this club, or if you have any questions for me, feel free to email me. I believe the email is up at the top of the website. And yeah, so if you have any questions or anything, feel free, okay? And thank you for listening to my video. Have a great day.